they would have to incur, that we incur now, the dealer, to house the vehicles, to have a space to store them all the personnel that we employ and pay for to handle customers and complaints and sales. Do you think they're going to go out and hire all these people, each manufacturer, to handle all of that stuff and then charge you less for the car? I mean, if anything, it makes common sense. If they took on all that exposure, they're going to charge you more for the car.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Parts Talk. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate each and every one of you. Now today's topic is entitled, well, this is the title I give it, by the way. Automakers want nothing to do with you. And shout out to Goat for Real 216 who broke this down as eloquently as possible. And this is something that I've been trying to tell people from ever since I started this channel, that the automakers are just there to deliver the cars to the dealerships. The dealerships will handle the rest. By all means, it has been a bittersweet relationship between the dealerships and the consumers, because during the pandemic, we saw how some of the Ford dealers took it upon themselves to price gouge some of the customers out there. Some of the Ford dealers, not all of them, but we're going to go a little bit into that later on. But without further ado, let's get right into this video.
Okay, let's have this conversation for real, okay? I get it's a trendy thing to say on social media. Oh, death to car dealers and car salesmen. I understand. Car dealers deserve the rap that we've gotten for being idiots for the first 50 years of our existence, okay? I understand why the public hates it. I get it. But let's look at it from the manufacturer side. You think they're going to go direct to the public and let you pay less for the car? Think about all the costs.
And he's basically answering a question posted on his TikTok, and it says, pretty sure we won't even need dealers anymore. Let's just buy direct.
They would have to incur, that we incur now, the dealer, to house the vehicles, to have a space to store them all the personnel that we employ and pay for to handle customers and complaints and sales. Do you think they're going to go out and hire all these people, each manufacturer, to handle all of that stuff and then charge you less for the car? I mean, if anything, it makes common sense. If they took on all that exposure, they're going to charge you more for the car. So I get it's cool to say this because you hate car dealers and all that stuff, and whatever, it's fine. But use your head. It's going to cost you more if this ever happened. Oh, but what about Tesla? Tesla's doing it. Dude, Tesla makes $14,700 per unit.
And basically Tesla came out with this new model. It has been working for some instances. But if you know the story itself, a lot of people are complaining about the after sales aspect of it.
The average dealer makes about $2,000 per unit. Let's just say, ballpark. I mean, is it worth $11,000 a car, $12,000 a car for you guys not to have to deal with a salesman? Maybe it is, but it doesn't matter. Manufacturers want nothing to do with you. Manufacturers want nothing to do with the consuming buying public. They've told us that for 25 years that I've been in the car business. Every time this comes up and becomes a thing, they've told us we want nothing to do with the public.
Exactly, because back then, whenever you have a problem and we have to send like the field technical reports to the manufacturer to have the information given back to the customer, sometimes the customer will go ahead and contact the manufacturer directly, and what they will do is says, go to your local dealer. They will handle the problem. They want absolutely nothing to do with you. You think it's going to be very easy for the thousands of dealerships over there for the manufacturers to just reverse and say, okay, we're going to just do like Tesla and reverse 100 years of business that they've been doing? It's not going to be just the flip of a switch. Impossible.
You handle the check engine light phone calls. You handle the I'm upset about, this and that phone call. What do you think you're going to call Henry Ford and negotiate your trade right now? What about when they say your trade's worth 5 and it's worth, 8 or 9? You think you're going to call and negotiate with the head of the manufacturer of the factory and the car builder and get more for your trade? Guys, it doesn't make any sense. I know it's cool.
All valid points, because the dealerships handle so many different aspects of the business, and that is why they're still around. You're talking about a wholesale department for parts. You're talking about administration, payroll, warranty, service department. The list goes on.
We'll just say on TikTok, but use your heads. Oh, Tesla does it. I get Tesla does it. The business model was built that way. You think that they're going to restructure their entire business model, spend billions of dollars to restructure their business model so they can go direct to public and have to deal with the headaches that come with dealing with the public? Because let's face it, that's that's what it is. There's a lot of headaches with it. Some of it's self-inflicted by the dealer, but they still have to deal with it. The manufacturers want nothing to do with you guys. So although it sounds like a sexy idea and a funny idea, think about a bunch of car guys running around looking for jobs. It's
If you're new to the automotive sector and you stumble across Tesla's business model and then you say to yourself, all the other automotive makers should be doing this as well, it's not going to be that easy. And believe it or not, some of them will want to adopt some of the aspects that what Tesla is doing, but it won't be as full scale as possible. And I'm going to show you why.
never going to happen. They want nothing to do with you. And as far as dealers go, most of us have other investments and other businesses going on. We would be just fine. We're not going to lose all of our income if this happened. In fact, we'd make more. We make more in service. If they make us service centers, we don't have to employ all the sales staff. We make more in service. We'd be more profitable. So you're not going to hurt the dealers, guys. This is a crazy, outlandish idea that's just based on bitterness because of the past 50 years.
Shout out to Goat for Real for breaking it down as simple as possible. And they will definitely be making more money not having to deal with you. All you do is go online, purchase your car, go pick it up, and then you turn up for service. And the service department will be making a killing off you because you won't be coming back. Anything that has to be done with your car will be strictly by appointment. You can't just turn up at the dealership like you will normally do to go purchase parts, to go have your engine light checked, to go have your warranty done walking into a dealership. It won't happen. And like I said previously, I'm going to prove this to you in an article here by Clean Technica. And Clean Technica is a website that speaks specifically about Tesla, electric cars, the environment, and so forth. And one of their titles says, Ford drops a bomb on dealers. You're either in or you're out. And it says here, Ford has told its dealers it's time to choose whether or not they want to be a part of the coming EV revolution. But I'm going to scroll all the way down to the end of the article where it actually highlights a part of it that Jim Farley says here. Jim Farley told dealers he is seeing a convergence between traditional sales models and the online model pioneered by Tesla. He goes further by saying, we've been studying Tesla closely, especially with how their brand has scaled with units and operations in Norway. And what we've noticed is that they have almost 1,200 employees now, and they have very much dealer-like facilities. And we think it's the direction they'll go as they scale their operations in the United States. So they're using Norway as a model in order to scale up their dealership type of business. Remember, they didn't start out as a dealership, but slowly it's going that way. He's not wrong. Recently, Tesla has been adding larger showrooms that look like a traditional dealerships, starting with its new 2.5 million facility in Austin, Texas. Ford may have spotted a new trend and is ready to embrace it. Basically, that's what you're seeing. What they're doing is having a little of the new along with a little of the old. And what we do in the automotive industry, we do not reinvent the wheel. If you have a model that has been working in the last 100 years and it has been proven successful, they are not going to change that model. They will tweak it, they will innovate as they go along, but it will not change totally as the model is there and has been successful. Now, what will happen in the future? A number of dealers will be dropping out. Now, if I let you in on a little of the inside information here, dealerships are based on ranking. The top performing dealerships will always have the eye of the automakers because they are the ones performing at best. They are the ones with best practices. They are the ones with the best benchmarking, and they are the ones who are adhering to the key performance indicators, the KPIs. Based on what the manufacturer specification, but by all means, they are the ones who are always thinking ahead in order to keep the market going. So it's a revolving door that will never end. Dealerships will not go away, but that's just my thoughts. Let me also know your comments below. Remember to grab a copy of my ebook, The Parts Manager Guide. Please smash that like button on your way out. It will only take you 1.5 seconds to do so. Until next time.